Just a day after a deal to solve Europe's debt crisis was announced, the head of the EU's bailout fund is in China looking for investments. But Klaus Regling has played down the timing of his visit, telling the press not to expect any big announcements. China has been a regular buyer of the European Stability Fund bonds in the past.
When they buy our bonds, they buy the same bonds that everybody else buys. There's no special deal. It's the normal conditions. We publish those conditions on our website, and there's nothing special. They find this an interesting investment.
Well, our correspondent Melissa Chan has more from Beijing on why the Chinese government might help the Eurozone.
So with the EU Rescue Fund chief telling reporters in Beijing not to expect a deal on this trip, and in fact that there hadn't even been much negotiation in place, how interested is China in the state of the European Union economy? And of course a lot of focus is placed globally on the relationship between China and the United States, but Europe is actually where China exports the most to. So what happens to Europe and what happens to European consumers, how much they purchase, has a direct effect on the economy here, on how much factory production is made, and certainly that is a major part of the Chinese economy, not just for the manufacturers, but of course for employment for the factory workers. You've certainly seen China very concerned about the situation in Europe over the past year, and you have seen a level of commitment. The Chinese have said they would purchase Spanish bonds, that they would support Italian bonds as well, and also that they would support the Greek economy. So you have seen a level of commitment. When it comes time for Europe to approach the Chinese about some sort of formal deal concerning the rescue fund, I do believe that every indication shows that the Chinese are ready with some measure of commitment.